Hello, guys. You are welcome to another edition of Fakon Empire Talk Show. Naija not the carry last, big dog not the back. Yanni is talk, not the full basket. Today we have a very great personality here. Her name, HRM TOLU, a producer, a writer, and an actor. You are welcome to my studio.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Please, can you please introduce yourself to my viewers?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So, hi everyone. My name is HRM YESUFU. I'm a filmmaker, so I act, I produce, and I also write scripts as well. And I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you so much. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
Yes, here today, I would like to you to let us know about producing and production here in the UK and the Nollywood UK
Yeah.
in general, and where you see us in the future.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So, I got into the industry in 2008. Well, through a friend of mine. She's like a sister to me now, and started off from there and got to produce my own first movie as a producer in 2012, and that was Shattered Arts, which we premiered at the Odeon Cinema here in London. It's been really good because I've gone on to produce a couple other movies since
Right.
then in the UK. It's been quiet for a while though, for a few years now. Even I think that was about a year or two before COVID. It was sort of quiet, and since COVID as well, it hasn't been a bit much like it used to be in the UK. But I see us starting to pick up again now in the UK. I see a lot of amazing producers doing lovely stuff, great stuff out there now in the UK. And I think aside from the challenges that we're having, if we're able to overcome some of those challenges that we're having right now, especially in the UK movie industry, I think we can really do we can really do well in the future, in the near future, to be honest, because we're in a country whereby we have a lot of opportunities to actually grow. But then again, we have a lot of challenges that are sort of pulling us back and holding us back. So it's just us pushing through those challenges. And once we're able to do that, I think we will do well in the next couple of years. We would go fine the next couple of years because we've got amazing producers here in the UK as well, doing great stuff.
All right. So, thank you. How do you think we can make it right and deal with the challenges? Because, of course, there's challenge.
Yeah. So again, there are lots of challenges. So here in the UK, we sort of have, well, like you would know, we have a lot of our known faces and A-listers in Nigeria. Everyone knows them and all of that. And that's because in Nigeria, if you're a filmmaker in Nigeria, it's like that's what they do full time. They get sponsorship for what they do, they get money for what they do. But here in the UK, we don't have that sort of opportunity where we get sponsorship for our movies. So a lot of the producers here are kind of like independent producers. So a lot of us, we sort of like produce our movies with our own money, basically. Do you get what I mean? So that sort of makes it a bit challenging because then when we put our movies out there, because a lot of the marketers and other guys in Nigeria don't really know us that well, it's hard for them to accept what we do, except if we put in some of their faces in Nigeria. That's the only way that they take our movies off us. Otherwise, you take your movie to them and they keep asking you who is in it, who is in it, because they have their own faces. So that's a challenge for us. But we still keep pushing through anyway because they didn't make it in one day. Those faces did not become A-listers in one day. Yeah. So it's just up to us to just keep pushing through and doing the best that we can and putting out great productions out there that would be acceptable to them. And aside from sponsorship and budget, I think the other problem or the other challenge that we have here in the UK is most of us don't do this full time. So we have our day jobs. So when you want to film, it's hard to actually ask actors to come on your set for a whole month, like 5 days a week, because they have their jobs to go to. Like, how much are you going to pay them as an independent producer to have them for, a whole month on set? So we tend to film like maybe in the evenings or sometimes in the, during the weekends. And because it's not full-time job for them, you can't really take so much of their time like that. So a lot of challenges that we have to face. But I'm sure that if we can get through things like sponsorship, we get sponsors, sponsoring our movies and all of that. And if we also can get through us starting to really produce great quality, amazing productions that, the actors are putting their all into it, and they start accepting this movies from us and start helping us to push these movies through. I think we would overcome some of those challenges. There's challenges everywhere, but it's a lot on us. It's a lot of pressure on us, and we're just trying to, because of the passion that we have for it.
Yeah.
We're just trying to push through and not let these challenges hold us down.
It is a big challenge. I can understand where you're coming from.
It is.
Yes, and we talk about the marketing, because even if a sponsor, if you got a sponsor, he's going to think about how to get his money.
Absolutely.
So, say for example, now you as a producer, you produce for yourself and for others. If you got a sponsor, would there be guarantee on how the sponsor is going to get his money back?
Okay, so I think that's one of the main issues around sponsorship, because they know that if there are certain faces in the movie, people would buy, people would watch, people want to see those faces. So you're going to a sponsor and you're putting in front of them faces that they're not familiar with. And they're asking questions like, okay, if it goes to the cinemas, who's going to come watch? Like, they don't know these faces. So it's up to us as producers to just make sure that whatever we're putting out there, even like I have a series now that I've started to film. And I think there are a couple of veterans in there because they're based in the UK.
Yeah.
But then I've had other movies that I've filmed as well in the UK that I don't have known faces in there. My thought process is that the more good movies we put out there, the actors are on set, they deliver their roles, because we've got really good actors in the UK. The consistency that we have, that I keep putting into what I do, if I come to you to sponsor a movie and you say, okay, let me see what you've done in the past, and I show you a couple of the nice things that I've done in the past, and you look at it and you go, okay, actually, I really like this, even though there are no known faces in it, I actually really like it. So if we can continue to do the good work that we're doing and keep improving on what we're doing and keep putting it out and being consistent with what we're doing, I think, I've had instances. I know people that, they've actually made up their mind to say, you know what, no cinemas for me, nothing for me, because I'm not really making money from it. I'm just going to put my stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then he's actually put his stuff on YouTube, and he's actually had someone call in to say, you know what, I actually like your stuff that I'm seeing on YouTube. What do you have coming up next? I want to sponsor you. And that's how we got sponsorship.
Yeah,
and he got about £100,000 sponsorship for another movie that he was going to do. So I believe that sometimes when you're consistent with what you're doing and you're putting good stuff out there, that opportunity would find you.
Okay.
It would find you. And I think, again, people are starting to look at, I think before we would just film because we have a passion for it, we have a story, and we just want to film and produce these movies. But I think right now, a lot of producers in the UK are now starting to take into consideration the quality of what they're putting out there. Picture quality, sound quality, cinematography and things like that. People are now starting to pay attention to those things, because you know that for your movie to actually go on African Magic, there are things they're looking out for.
Yeah,
put the faces aside, put the actors aside. There are certain things they're looking out for. If you want to put your movie on Netflix, there are certain things they're looking out for. Amazon Prime, all these platforms, there are certain things they're looking out for. If you have a good production, and your cast deliver as well, and you meet this criteria, one day your opportunity will find you now. Just continue doing what you're doing and be consistent. That's my thought process, because you keep knocking on doors and you're not getting the responses that you want to get when you keep knocking on these doors. But for me, I take those challenges and I just keep saying to myself, there are challenges. One day, we'll make it. We'll get over those challenges. Yeah.
Definitely. That one is all pledge, because
Yeah.
it's the only way you can encourage, others that are watching, that are in the movie industry
Yeah.
in the UK. Yeah, because, you talk about time, people have to pay their bills.
Absolutely.
So they don't take acting job as a
Full time.
full-time job, and
Yeah.
even some of the producers as well.
Yeah.
They have so many films that hasn't even got to YouTube,
Tell me
or
about it.
rather, African Magic or DSTV. So yeah, what you said, it is true that when we're able to deliver a quality movies, then we'll get sponsor
We're
some
trying.
days.
We're trying.
I appreciate that.
There's been a lot of improvement, honestly, from some of the works that I've been seeing from some of the producers. There's been a lot of improvement. And like my current series that I'm filming now, I'm certain things that I haven't taken into consideration in the past. I'm keeping a really close eye on now this time. Casting has to be right. There's nothing like you're my friend, so you have to play lead role. Nothing like that.
I believe we talk about that behind the scene.
Nothing like
behind
that.
the camera, we'll discuss. I like
Okay.
that. Yeah, I like that. Especially when it comes to series and their quality. Yeah, because I like
Absolutely.
that. Yeah. Yes, at the same time, we also understand that you're a writer.
Yeah.
So how do you come about writing? Only you, producer, writing, and you act as well.
Yeah, I act as well. And honestly, a lot of people don't believe I'm a very shy person.
I understand. Shy people are always nice people.
Thank you. I've always been a very shy person, like from when I was young. When I got asked to feature in the very first movie I was in 2008, I said to my sister, I call her my sister, and I said to her, I don't think I can. And she wanted me to play a lead role. And I was like, I've acted before, and you want me to play a lead role in your movie? And she's like, yeah, because you just fit what I'm looking for, and I know you can deliver, you can do it. But the moment I got on set, and I had all these lights on and all of that, I'd read my script, and it was like action. I didn't even know where it came from. Like, I just got into character.
Yeah.
And despite the fact that I'm a very shy person, the moment I have cameras on me, and I'm sure you would have seen when I came in here today, I was like kind of quiet and in my own corner.
I think I feel that. Yeah.
But I think I've started talking too much now.
You have points.
So yeah, so that's me. So I mean, when it comes to writing, and I really loved being on set since then. And I will talk about my writing and how I got into writing. But from 2008, I've been in a couple of movies, and I decided to produce mine in 2012, and I wrote the script myself.
Oh, wow.
When I was really young, I read a lot. Like even now at home, I think I have about 3 boxes filled up with books, like novels and biography books and all of that. So I read a lot. So when I was young, like if it's time when it's time for dinner, my mom would be calling me, "Where's Tolu? Where's Tolu? Where's Tolu?" Because there's a lot of disturbance. My siblings, they're disturbing. My dad is in the sitting room watching TV. There's a lot of noise. It's a very big house. So I'll usually go lock myself in the bathroom. And I'll just sit down. I'll just sit in the bathroom with my book and I'll be reading. And they'll be looking for me. Where's Tolu? Where's Tolu? By the time they look for me, they'll just come and knock the bathroom down. I'm there with my book reading. Yeah. So I really, really loved reading from when I was young. Wow. And from there, I found writing as a kind of my own, reading and writing my own quiet space, my own space. Like I sort of think a lot. I do a lot of thinking. And I think that just helps me to put my thoughts down. And that's how I started writing, to be honest with you. And that helped me to start being able to sit down and write scripts. Like the series I'm doing now, I've written like 2 seasons already. Wow. And people are like, "You wrote all of this?" And I said, "Yes." And where did you find the time? Like you have your normal job that you do every day. You do your filming. You have your own, your home to look at. Where do you find the time to write a whole series and all of that? And I'm like, well, if you love doing something, it just comes natural to you. It doesn't feel like you're working anymore. It doesn't feel like work. It just comes natural to you. So I think it's been in me from when I was actually really, really young when it comes to reading and writing. And, at home, in my, at home, they call me the family's professor. That's
That's a good one.
yeah. So I think it's just been in me from when I
That's a
was
good
young.
one.
Yeah.
So you don't even have time for your mobile. You don't play with your phones.
Um,
Most times, sometimes, always.
See, no, I do. I do sometimes, but honestly, I wouldn't say I'm really a phone person.
Anyway, I'm just
No,
cracking
I wouldn't
because you
even say
read a
I'm really.
lot.
Oh, yeah. I would rather read than be on my phone. Like, even if you call me on my phone, and I don't know if people have noticed, but maybe they will notice today when I say, it. Like, if you call me on my phone, I'm just like, I have 2 minutes to give you. Just talk, 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 talk. Just go straight to the point because I'm not really a phone person, but I can chat with you all day.
All day long.
And that's to show you that aside from writing, like even chatting, typing, I see it like writing because of course I type to write my script.
Yeah.
But when it's to talk on the phone, if you keep me on phone longer than 15 minutes, man, I'll be, it will be
15
so.
minutes is a long one.
I'm honest. Some people will keep you on the phone for longer, 30
Yeah,
minutes, 1 hour,
no,
and they just keep talking.
I know they do forever.
No, I can't. I can't do
Because
that.
basically the first 5 minutes is the is the most
Exactly.
reasonable conversation. Every other thing is
Just
just
say what you want to say. But then,
rubbish.
you always have that one person that you will stay on the phone with 2 hours and you won't know you've spent 2 hours.
Yeah, that is
There will always be that sort of friend that you
no,
would have.
that's your gossip mate.
Okay.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a gossip mate. Everybody
True.
does. It's part of life.
Yeah, you have that person.
These are people that keep you up all
True.
the time.
True.
Yeah, thank you. The industry in general, here in the UK and over there in Nigeria, because Nollywood originated from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what good things do you think we can put in to improve it? Though Nollywood has improved over the years. So, like every individual have their way of thinking.
Yeah.
So as a producer, what do you think that we can put in there that will improve the production and the quality of people and money making?
I think one thing for me is, and I don't really think they have this problem in Nigeria though. I don't know, but they might do. But one thing for me is that for every movie, I think we should learn to leave emotions out of it and cast the right people for the right roles. I think that's one. I think the other thing for me would be for you to be in this industry. If you don't have a passion for it, you will not last. Some people are in it just for the money. It's good now. It's good to make money. As a producer, you want to make money,
Yeah, of course.
but you should have some level of passion to be in it. And again, another thing for me is for us to take what I would call selfishness out of it.
Okay.
Sometimes we can be really, really selfish. I mean, I just have to say it, but I think we need to take it out of it. One thing, and one thing I feel like is missing in the UK, and they do in Nigeria, and I think they do it and do it well, is collaboration. Now, as a producer, I have a script. I want to film. And I know in my mind that for me to do this and do it well, £20,000 will not do it. £30,000 will not do it. I need way more than that.
Yeah.
Because in UK, locations are not easy to find in the UK.
Absolutely.
So now I'm faced with a situation whereby I want to film and I need £100,000. You think I'm going to bring, where do I get £100,000 to say I want to put in a production? Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
So you're looking at, okay, other like-minded people that are also producers. They might not even be producers. You don't have to be a producer to be an executive producer.
Of course.
You don't have to be a producer to want to sponsor a movie. But you're now looking for like-minded people that can come together and collaborate with you. You sit down together, you talk about, okay, how much, what are you putting down, what am I putting down? And then what are we going to get from it? And one thing we need to start thinking of is marketing. Marketing is very key. A lot of productions, a lot of filmmakers, they spend more money on promotion than the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So I think that collaboration side of things is missing because we don't trust each other. We don't trust each other. We have a situation whereby you're a producer, I'm a producer. We've decided to come together and collaborate to produce a movie. And because I'm also an actor, you're also an actor, I'm now saying I want to play lead role. And then you're thinking, oh, well, I'm an actor as well. Why can't I play the lead role? Why must it be you that will play the lead role? Do you get what I mean? So I think we need to just get over that sort of thinking. Get over that thinking.
Yeah.
It's making things a bit much more difficult for us because a production that you would put out and spend £10,000 and a production that I would put out and spend £100,000, there would probably be a difference in quality. I know people,
definitely.
yeah, I know people shoot on their phones now these days, but there will still be a level of difference as to what you can do, especially when it comes to the equipment that you're using and what you want to get out of it. If you want to take it to cinemas, if you want to put it on Netflix, there are just certain things. You get what I mean? So I think we're missing that side of things in the UK as well. In Nigeria, again, like I said, I know they do collaborate in Nigeria, but I think that trust thing, everybody wants to put themselves out and their faces out in UK now. So everybody wants to be in front of the camera.
But they make things the hard, you know.
It does. It does.
Yeah, they make things the hard. Say, man, which show I want to play?
It does. Maybe if producers comes together and collaborate, let none of them be acting the film then. Just be producers,
yes,
you know.
The point we say, if producers come together, they want to collaborate. Get me right, most producers for here, they be actor.
Yes.
And they also feel, say, okay, these are the roles that, you know, I'm qualified or I can play.
Yeah.
You know? So for this reason, they don't want to leave them for children. Because they believe, say, children don't feel children don't feel manage them.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they want to be out there.
Yeah.
But if you really think if you stay aside, may they run this thing for you.
Yeah.
So you are waiting. You are there to to do the pushing.
Yeah.
So push this thing, may bring money. Then
That's
you
it.
still do another one.
That's it.
Like me as a producer now, say, okay, yes, I really want to do that. Put a group of people together. You play this role, you play this role, you play this role.
Yeah.
Then I stand aside.
Make me my money.
To see how the thing want really go. Then I enter backyard, begin to put fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Then fire for the pot, how the thing go to go, you know, places.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I believe, say, man, it makes sense because.
Yeah, put the right people there. Let them do the job. Stand back, you know, push it out there. Do the promotion. Put the right people to play the right roles, and then just make your money as a producer. You know, even if you have to take a role, like even if it's waka pass as they call it, you know, your mindset is, I know I don't fit this role. Why do I want to put myself there because I'm the producer? When I know that you can play that role better. Do you get what I mean? And if you play it better and people see it, they see that you've done it well, they like that character that you've played. It's for me, it's about let me make my money back.
Yeah,
you know.
that's the point.
So I think we just need to start changing our mindset as to what is it exactly that we want? What is it exactly that we want to achieve, you know, with what we're doing, and just, you know, work together as a team, to be honest, and just put every other thing aside. We take a lot of things too personal.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I bet what will be the small advice we get for other producers out there, because me and you, we are some of the producers.
Yeah.
So that me and you, the reason together. So
Yeah.
So others need to share from us, because you know I learn a lot from you. You know, if you don't understand, you know how much I learn, and waiting you get, now you deliver to us. So so I beg, not just only me.
Yeah.
Tell people how they fit improve their mindset, or say, man, I want to play the lead role, or I want to be in this position or not.
Yeah.
Because as a producer, you get a lot of work to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rather than the role.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, my advice would be that, you know, we come together as a team. let's not look at it as a competition. Who puts out the the most movies? Let's come together as a team and let's work together and support each other. For us to grow, we need to do things differently. If we've been doing it the same way in the past and we're not seeing results, I think it's about time that we look at things in a different way and just have that talk. Like, how can we make this better? How do we want to improve the industry here in the UK? I'm sure that as producers, we're putting money in, and I'm sure we want to get money back. How do we do that? I think it's high time we have that conversation rather. Do you get what? And my door is open. Like yeah, my door is open for that conversation. Let's try and trust each other. Let's put selfishness aside. Let's put personal issues aside. Let's start thinking business wise, and I want to make money back from what we're putting money into. And I think my advice for actors would be that again, like I said, a lot of us are independent producers right now in the UK. So if you want to be in the industry or you're looking at being in the industry, make sure you have a passion for it. Make sure you have the passion for it, because there are lots and lots of things that will probably discourage you, or you might feel a bit demotivated at times. But if you have a passion for it, trust me, you'll just keep going. If you're in it for the wrong reasons, you'll probably fall out at some point along the way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, what do you have to say about a Fakon talk show?
I mean, it's my very first time on this talk show, and from the moment I walked through the door, I just felt at home. You received me really well. You've made me feel so welcome, and of course, how can I forget Queen HRM Florence Blaster as well? Our Queen of Red Carpet.
Amazing.
She's amazing. She's amazing. You don't hear her often, but she does things in the background. She does a lot of things in the background to promote the industry as well. So amazing job. Well done, babes. So yeah, I would always come back if you anytime you ask me to. Yes. Amazing.
Yeah, Nigeria they carry last. We go always want you back.
One of my best interviews, to be honest.
Oh, thank you so much.
No,
thank you
welcome.
so much. Thank you, my viewers. Thanks for watching, and keep on watching Fakon Talk Show on the Fakon Empire TV. Thanks for watching, and keep watching and sharing. God bless. Peace and love.